What we're really looking for is an ambassador, and you'd like somebody who can really represent South Africa well and do our industry proud.
My name is Colin Lunsky. When I left the Royal Navy, I started in insurance, and then I went and did my NQFs from 4 to 6 through UNISA.
My name is Belisa Mochani. I did a 3-year course, a BCom degree in risk management and economics. I'm currently doing my commercial course with Millpark.
I'm Reese Aaron. I would describe my personality as someone that's very competitive. I also always try and put the best into whatever I do.
Hi, my name is Mitesh Larkar. Started off doing a BCom at Wits University. I then enjoyed insurance the most, and I'm currently a master's student at Wits Business School.
Hello, my name is Jake Pinnacini. I attended the University of the Western Cape, where I completed my LLB. I realized how I could apply it to the insurance industry and then consciously made the decision.
My name is Ditebogo Mokhalaboni. I was working in a non-profit organization in education, and I met a lady who introduced me to insurance, and as they say, the rest is history.
My name's Kishan Van Mali. I don't know if insurance chose me or if I chose insurance. Having studied risk management, I thought it would be a good opportunity when it did present itself.
My name is Gillian Riley. In terms of my competition, I probably shouldn't say this, but I think they're all pretty awesome people. I'm worried about Joburg. Joburg's my competition. That's who I'm here to win against.
Yeah, Gillian left us yesterday. I think she was quite shocked. I'm not sure if she was shocked that she was the one going or if she was in the losing group that she was surprised.
What I found interesting is the person that was expected and voted by her team to go, which is Palisa, actually worked very well yesterday. She stepped up a bit, and we were quite impressed with how she bounced back from the previous day.
Yesterday, obviously, our team lost in the boardroom. It was, so I suppose it's nice to live the full experience, you know? So you know what it's like to lose, you know what it's like to win. I suppose the only other experience you haven't experienced is leaving. So hopefully you won't get the full experience, but it's uncomfortable.
Morning, teams.
Morning.
Welcome back to the 5th task. Only 5 of you remaining. We're very fortunate today to have the Innovation Group sponsoring today's task, and I'd like to welcome Catherine Naidu, who will be taking you through the details.
The task is around developing a product for electrical vehicles, and one of the challenges that we have in South Africa is the shortage of power. So I think that would be something that we would look at to identify if the candidates actually consider that, because it will be a huge risk for the insurance industry. Innovation Group manages critical incidences in the home and car, and we have a global footprint in 5 continents. In the South African market, we focus on the motor industry, where we provide innovative value-add products for our clients. We specialize in product development, pricing, underwriting, selling, and administration of value-add products. Our value-add products range from service and maintenance plans to warranty products. We service both underwritten and non-underwritten products. A warranty product is a regulated insurance product that provides a consumer with the peace of mind that they will be covered in the event of a mechanical failure. However, the automotive industry is changing, and more manufacturers are moving towards the design and development of more electric or environmentally friendly vehicles with more electrical components and less mechanical components. So your task today is to develop and price a warranty product for an electrical vehicle. This is a team task and will require you to work together to not only build a product that is compliant with our regulation, but also to consider the consumer in the South African landscape. So, do you have what it takes to keep the engine running, or would you run out of power?
Nice. Thanks,
Thank you.
Catherine. That was great. Katie?
Yeah, a new day, new beginnings. We've got innovation group today. So I'm encouraging you, bring the innovative ideas here. Good luck.
Thank you. Yeah, new beginnings, new endings maybe for someone. We're going to do things differently today because obviously there's a relatively small, uneven group. So you'll still be split into two groups. But today you're going to split yourselves into those two groups. So I'll just ask you to give us judges a minute to leave the room. You'll stay here and discuss amongst yourselves for about 5 minutes what your groups are going to be. And we'll see you back in here in a while to do your presentations. I would encourage you to choose wisely your team members. And of course, there'll definitely be somebody going home today. So you want to make sure that you're in the winning group. Is that clear? Good luck.
The way the teams were chosen this morning threw a spanner in the works. I think no one wanted to show committed or commit to choosing someone or choosing the strong person in the group.
Please. Please.
We all need to decide what groups you want to be in, guys.
I think Colin's suggestion of us drawing straws metaphorically was a great idea.
So then just maybe stand over there so you don't see what you pull, and then we'll all pull.
Should I just put it here and just...
Yeah.
But then the next person going will see what's
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
taken
Don't
out.
show them what's.
No, you'll see what's in the cup.
You know what you feel, but just pull.
No, you'll see what's in the cup so you know what the person is. Okay.
Okay, that's okay. I don't know how innovative this is.
Yeah.
Keisha, just take one. Just one.
Yeah, bro.
I think there's only 2 left.
I'll just take a look. Wait, should there be more than one left in here?
Yes.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So that we don't decide who's 2 teams, who's a 2 team and a 3 team.
This doesn't feel right. It feels really
Let's
strange.
open in 3.
So the two teams are based obviously as Kishan and Palesa. So I think it's the first time they've actually been on a team together. So it should be interesting to see how they work. And then with regards to my team, we've got Matish and Jake. So yeah, it's 3 against 2. Let's hope it's an advantage.
Let's do this.
Okay.
Let's do it, guys.
Look, I think they've almost given us like a formula
Yeah.
of how we should present based on this.
Jake seems a bit nervous right now, just trying to get like blood out of a rock almost by reading stuff.
So one of the things that we must also look at is repair and towing cost as part of the product. Matish says that Jake's not pulling his weight. I suppose it's very, from a perspective, you know, Jake has been doing a lot more research, and if you've worked with Jake in the past, you realize that he contributes in the last hour.
I'm Imran Rasool. I'm a senior specialist in operations management at the Innovation Group, specializing in claims management. I'm here to just ensure that our apprentices are headed in the right direction. This is a very difficult task, so we just want to channel their thinking in the right direction.
So just from my side, what I'm trying to understand is with the additional features that the electrical vehicles have, what gap is there in the current offerings?
So there's a number of tips that will direct your thinking. Okay? Focus on the tips and focus on what you are required to do.
Everybody thinks I'm the weakest player right now, but I believe that's what they think. And most probably it's their strategy to eliminate all the females in the competition.
All right, guys, how's it going?
All right.
It's going on.
It's going to wrap up.
Okay. 30 minutes to go, hey?
Thanks.
Please wrap up. Okay, good luck.
Today I'm working with Palesa. It's the first time I'm working with her in the competition. To be honest, it's been a bit difficult. She gets into work and doesn't really look up, and the energy hasn't been there.
All right, folks, 30 minutes to time.
Okay.
It's time to wrap up.
Cool. Thank
Ready?
you. Yeah.
I'm not convinced.
We will be in 30 minutes.
We will be in 30 minutes.
Okay, cool. See you then.
Thank you.
It's a little bit less time for the task today, so it's a bit stressful, but we're getting somewhere, I hope.
So with regards to distribution channels and costing, so obviously we're not familiar with the costing facilities with the distribution channel. So do you pay, what's the commission or the referral fee that you would pay a dealer for selling your products?
So it depends where it's sold. We're not expecting you, I think, to tell us what that number is, but to take it into consideration.
Hi guys, take it away.
As you know, traditional vehicle models are changing, meaning more electrical components and less mechanical components in vehicles. We've spent some time developing a value-add electric vehicle warranty product. Our product comprises of a core offering, and it's tiered into 3 different products.
With regard to our core offering, I'm going to go through some of the parts that are covered. I'm not going to go into too much depth because I don't want to waste of time. So computer diagnostics, electric oil pumps, electric coolant pumps, motor generators and internal components, inverter converters and transformer units, power split device, reduction reducer box, and 17 other components. Now, this core product speaks to all of our products that we're going to explain to you today. So this is the backbone of our product.
So our Green Pair product is our flagship offering. What differentiates it from our other products is unlimited cover for battery. It also has cyber support and cyber restitution, meaning if your vehicle gets hacked or disabled through a malicious software or by a third party, we'd be able to assist you as a first recourse through cell phone, through our app or cell phone, and secondly through actually restoring your vehicle and debugging it back to its original status. To be eligible for our Green Pair offering, the vehicle needs to be within 100,000 kilometers or less than 3 years old.
I'm going to walk you guys through another one of our products called Brussels sprout. It is a delicious product. The battery cover, however, is limited on this product. The battery cover is limited to 15% of the vehicle value. It's also limited to, the cover is only effective for the first 3 years or the first 100,000 kilometers. To be eligible, the vehicle needs to be less than 5 years old and have less than 250,000 kilometers on the clock. There's also a limitation with regards to claims relating to keys, as the keys are highly technological for these kinds of vehicles, and there's a 10,000 Rand limit for key claims on this.
Do you guys have any handouts or anything? Because there's a lot of numbers flying around right now. Okay, so just dialing it back for a second, you have more than one offering. Is that correct?
We've actually got 3 offerings.
Okay, what is the one called that you were talking about with the full cover for the battery?
So our core product, which applies to all our offerings, is what I spoke about. The components that's covered under our core product. Okay. Then each other product offers various extensions.
So is the core, as you've called it, that's the main product? Brussels sprout?
No, the core that he's referring to it's the core of all of our products.
Yeah, okay. So the first
and then
product
Green Pair was our flagship product, and Brussels sprout is the product that I...
Okay.
I'm going to go through the exclusions quickly with you. One of the exclusions is liability. We don't cover liability. We also don't cover claims that arise from unauthorized RAM or software updates, claims that arise from a lack of service intervals. We don't cover taxis, rental vehicles, Code 3 vehicles or performance modified vehicles. The vehicles are also not allowed to be used for any motorsport activities, and we also do not cover any loss covered by any other insurance product.
Is that TCF to say that? You know, if I'm a customer and I go, okay, so these guys are covering me, but only if this can't be covered anywhere else. Is that appropriate? Is that something you've experienced as an issue?
Well, we don't currently structure our products in that way.
Okay.
If you look at your normal mechanical breakdown warranties, so you cover the client for the risk that he's insured for.
Okay.
So unless you're talking about dual insurance, that's a different conversation.
Anything else, Catherine?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Thanks, guys. You're dismissed. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. I didn't get it. I didn't like the presentation. It was very hard for me to concentrate during that.
So
Okay.
for me, they thought through all elements of the business. So they looked at it as a business opportunity rather than developing a product, because they looked at sales. Yes, you consider your client. Maybe if they brought in sales to say what is the need of the client, so I develop my product, different approach. But they focus more on how am I going to sell the product.
Yes.
But you have to have a product first that is sellable.
Yes.
So yeah. I
That's a
think-
very good point. Good afternoon. Go for it.
So I was recently faced with a bill of 45,000 Rand for out-of-warranty repairs to my vehicle. I was left with two choices: take out a loan or get a new vehicle. In the end, I decided to get fit and start walking.
Okay.
It's for this reason, and with the ever-changing technological advances in the world, that we would like to introduce a product called eBoost. eBoost will be a warranty product, value-add product, to extend to electrical vehicles that are introduced after their 5-year warranty is over. The main components that we would like to cover in this respect are the battery pack. And with respect to that also, we noted that in an electrical vehicle, the battery pack usually lasts about 8 years. And it's also one of the major components, and it's very expensive to replace. So while it's one of the main components we like to cover, some of the manufacturers also offer a battery replacement when it goes down to about 60 to 70% capacity level. So in those instances where the battery has been replaced, we'll be able to afford those customers a discount on their premium, as that battery would have been newly replaced. In terms of value adds, we'd also like to because of the electricity supply here in South Africa, in terms of our product, we'd like to offer our customers a free charging service for when there's a power outage. In terms of the product we're offering, what we're trying to do is, because of this high expense, instead of giving a per component limit, we've given a policy limit, which can be used for anything that goes wrong. So for instance, you could have options of limits of 100,000, 200,000, or 400,000. The pricing then differs between the pricing is then dependent on the age of the vehicle.
The following are the exclusions for the warranty, for this warranty product that we're having. We have lack of maintenance, negligence, lack of service history, and then we have the work done by an unauthorized technician. With regards to the term of this cover, we will undertake to provide free repair and replacement of defective materials. And then in terms of our payment options, we have monthly and annual. We will be providing both options to the client, and for under monthly, we're going to have a 30-day waiting cover. That's for when the claims arises, and with that, we're going to rate it as an annual rate divided by 10 months. And for our annual payment options, what we're going to do in this, we're going to have an upfront cover. So meaning if the client can claim anytime effective of the inception date of the policy. And then we're also glad to announce that we have partnered with Uber. In this case, it's when your car has to be sent off for a major repair or replacement. With this partnership, we have a limit of 5,000 Rand. We also have included the driver behavior tracker. With this initiative, it will be to help us analyze the wear and tear. And with this tool, what is going to be, we can, in the later stage, we're also going to reconsider premium reduction for the client, obviously based on the report that we get from the tracker. And leading to what we also have seen, that there will be a skill development within the country, and that obviously means that our economy is going to grow and leading to more job creation, and that can bounce to the current and the new industry.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Dismissed.
Thank you.
I just found the whole presentation easier to follow.
Yes, very much so. There's a few things that stood out in a positive way with their presentation. One is consideration with the electricity shortage. So that's a huge value add for customers. The other was skills development. I think that was phenomenal. It really stood out for me because you're thinking beyond just developing a product, but how do you service that product once you put it out in the market? And if we don't have skill, the insurer will have an issue with the suppliers. I picked up also a lot of TCF, lots of TCF coming out of here.
Katie, are you happy?
Happy. Thanks, Sandra.
Catherine?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Okay, let's get them back in here. Once again, I would like to thank the Innovation Group and Catherine for sponsoring today's event. Catherine, do you want to take us through your findings?
Thanks, Simon. So, well done to the teams and the effort put in. I think just to recap, the brief was around developing a warranty product and pricing that product for electrical vehicles. What I found is that there was one team that presented a business case, supplying the product in the industry, the ways that we deliver the product, etc. So for me, it sort of missed the brief. It was more a business case to win a client over versus developing a product, which was a little bit disappointing because I thought it was a broad enough subject matter to really think out of the box and bring something innovative to the table. The other team for me was very methodical in their thinking, very structured, touched on and took all the tips presented in our pack to you, presented something on it. So, which was a little bit more refreshing for me. I do agree that it was information overload to a certain extent because it was a bit of struggle trying to keep track of everything that was presented. But thank you for your effort.
Thanks, Catherine. Katie?
Yeah. It was not all lost, okay? There were some highlights. There were a little exciting offerings on the table from some of the teams. Where you put on, for example, claim processes that can be used with apps that access client information on their discs, the car discs and all that. That is quite interesting, but I'm sure there's more that you could have worked on from an innovative perspective. Also exciting to hear that some of you in your presentations, you did highlight the bigger picture and impact on the economy, looking at the impact of what you're doing, not just for your own business, but job creation, skills development within the bigger picture outside of your own organization. And having said that, there was also some exciting features that came through in as far as empowering the client. Some of you did empower the client in giving them options in terms of what they can do, who they can use and so forth. So it wasn't all lost, but we were expecting more innovative, exciting things coming out of you. And I'm hoping that going forward we'll see that. Okay.
Thanks, Katie. So with all of that being said, there was actually a clear winning group today, and that group is Palesa and Kishan. Your ideas were innovative, the message was good, the content was good, and we appreciated that. Unfortunately, guys, there has to be a losing group, and we were presented with a challenge that we haven't really had to deal with in this contest up to now. And that is that all three scores were kind of on a par, so it was too close to call as to who we should send home today. So you're going to have to decide now. So I'm going to ask each of you who you think should go home. Jake, who do you think is the weakest in your group?
No, I'm going home. I would have to say, based on today's task, Colin carried us, so I have to say Mitesh. I'm really sorry, my brother.
Mitesh?
Mr. Judge Reid, I'd have to say that based on today's task, Jake might not have had as much energy as he normally does, and for that reason, I'd have to name Jake.
That's
From
all
my
over
point of
to you.
view, I agree. Jake just didn't seem to have much energy today, and I think my name's Jake.
Okay, Jake, it's the end of the road for you.
Thank you very much.
You're dismissed.
Good luck, guys.
Thanks.
I've learned a lot in this competition, and I'm very appreciative of that, and to all the sponsors and everybody involved in the making of this show. I learned a lot about myself. I picked up some new skills along the way, so I'm very happy to have been here and to have taken part in this.
Tomorrow's task is going to require a lot of energy from you. You're going to have to dig deep. You're not going to be able to get by with the energy that you had today. So get back to where you're staying, get some rest, and show up tomorrow with lots of energy. You're dismissed.
I think the teams really put thought into the task. They did a lot of research and trying to understand the electrical vehicles and how they can design or develop a product for those vehicles. The only challenge I think that we experience even in the industry is that warranty products are very close to your service and maintenance type products. And there was a fine line where they crossed a warranty product being an insurance product over to a service and maintenance. So they struggled a little bit with that and trying to articulate how the warranty product would cover the electrical vehicle. So there was a lot of challenge with both the teams on that.
It was an intense one today. The scores were too close to call in the losing group, so we allowed them to vote. And I have to say, I was massively disappointed that Mitesh and Jake didn't figure out that, if they'd pooled their resources, they could have got rid of one of the stronger players, being Colin. But they are insurance people and not politicians, so maybe we were expecting too much. But look, it's fair that Colin is still in the competition because he is one of the stronger players, and it would have been sad if he'd gone out like that. But we'll see what happens in the next one.